You're watching DCTV. Now here's your host, the voice, Dave Canning. It's you, it's me, it's DCTV. It's you, it's me, it's DCTV. Let's start the show.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen. It is you, it is me, it is NRD. The boys are back in town for the Wrestling Nerd broadcast, episode 92. We are 8 weeks away from episode 100. What will we have in store for that? We don't even know what we have in store for tonight. But what we do have to say is we do know what we have in store for next week. That is right, because next week on episode 93, it will be the NRD Spooktacular 2 Electric Boogaloo. So bring your Halloween costumes. We're going to have a lot of fun. There will be candy, there will be tricks, there will be treats, there will be costumes galore, and you don't want to miss it. But guys, I know we have a lot to cover tonight. It's been a busy week in wrestling. But speaking of missing, I do have to address the white rabbit elephant in the room, and that is that our commissioner and our king are missing. Okay, you've got these idiots who call themselves a king and a commissioner who couldn't manage an effing target, okay? And they're running around suspending people and making matches and making rules, and they're not even on this show. Like, come on. That's ridiculous. I'm not I mean, why are we allowing this? This is our show. This is our ground. This is our home. And yet these clowns who have no experience running a show think they can run this show.
Yeah, it's kind of wild to think of. Like, it just seems like things are kind of getting off hinge, and I don't know what's going.
Tom, you all right?
No.
Bye.
Said no.
No. Is that
Gerald?
Yeah.
Ah, hell.
Yes. You know, it is you. It is me. It is Mr. Commissioner Gerald the Poupée. You know it, David.
Oh, what's that? Look who showed up to work, everybody.
Yes, I showed up to work. Every now and then I have to come and I have to clean house. I have to tell everybody what is going on. Do you want to know what is going on, David?
I would love to know what's going on there, Commissioner Gerald.
Okay. Well, David, as the commissioner of the Wrestling Nerd broadcast that you can find on patreon.com/WNRDB, ProWrestlingTees.com/The Wrestling Nerd broadcast, nerd spelled NRD. As the commissioner of the show, I must say, David, you are suspended. Get off of the show.
What?
Wait. You are out of here. Just like Aaron Judge hits the home runs out of the park, you are out of the show. Goodbye. I am so sick and tired of Gerald's bullshit. What do you guys think? Should we just go on without Dave?
He's lost his marbles. I don't know.
Oh,
Sayonara.
I don't know what's going on anymore. I thought Gerald was a little harsh. Yeah, so guys, how about wrestling?
He's just doing the work of Spaceman George, so you can't blame Gerald.
Yeah, it just sucks. Dave
Oh, direct.
Dave went from homeless to housed because he had Harold. And then, I thought Dave turned a new leaf over and might not be a complete terrible person. And now here he is, he's suspended, and I think he was trying to be an all right person. So yeah, I guess we do the show. We've never done this.
Turn and wink, everybody. Turn and wink.
Ready? Hey, it's me, Dave Canning. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is you, it is me, it is Ryan, Nick, and Tom. We say hi. We love Miami time. We love gummy bears, and we love Baby Owen. I don't know if you guys have been keeping up. I think a good place to start would be the Pro Wrestling Tees Whatnot. Have you guys been keeping up on that? No, neither of you.
After the fact, again, I thank Dougie and people for doing the posts and the video. I haven't been able. Work hasn't allowed me, but it seems crazy.
I think what's most intense to me is they're making t-shirts. They're a t-shirt company, right? They're making t-shirts and they're just changing the shirt, and people are paying $80, $100 for a blue t-shirt, with a regular print on it. But today, as we're filming this, it is 10:54 p.m. on Wednesday, October 12th, on today's Whatnot.
Also, sorry, the date. Today is Gregory Ryan's birthday, and then I guess it's Dusty's birthday. It's the day that Bret Hart won the title for Ric Flair also. Sorry.
All in all, today's a good day, right? Yeah, so they auctioned off the Samoa Joe brawler, but it was the chase. I don't know if you guys saw a picture of it.
I have not.
So the shorts, instead of the red and black, they are green and black, and which means they have the figures, so they should be shipping soon. I think Ryan said on the Whatnot that they're shipping that chase tomorrow. I don't know if the other ones are going to get shipped out tomorrow as well. But whoever won that chase is going to have the first Samoa Joe brawler, I'm assuming. It looked good, and I don't remember what it went for, but I don't think it was like that unreasonable.
Under 200, right?
I think it was under 200. Yeah.
I mean, Colt was doing some good selling. He's a good talker, because they talked about being less than 100 than the new ROH logo, I heard. So
yeah. It's I think I ordered it. It's a good looking brawler. I'm not even a big Samoa Joe guy, and that's just a really good looking brawler.
Don't let Margaret hear that. She might take away your wedding invite, or Harold's.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll show up anyway. That's what I do. I'm just trying to think other things on that Whatnot. Like Colt auctions off his own clothing and his own collectibles. So he sold his Hall of Fame ticket and a little booklet they gave them. And it was when Flair was inducted. But yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm the only one here that has been on the Whatnot. Nick, have you been on it or not really?
I watched last week. I didn't watch this week. Did Cole open any mystery boxes with CM Punk shirts on this week?
No CM Punk stuff. That was a little bit much. I will say our Patreon group kind of takes over the chat on the Whatnot. There was a lot of promoting of the show by other people that weren't me today. I said hi to a lot of people. Castro told me to stop telling Colt to take his clothes off. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like every week I'm on the cusp of being booted, and I want to see how far I can take it.
I know I heard Colt, I think this was last week's and stuff. He was like, I think I'm supposed to tell Tom says hi. I think you're supposed to say hi to Tom.
Yeah. So I told Castro, I'm like, you got to get Colt on the show. So Colt Cabana, if you're watching, open invite. We work in Miami time, not Chicago time, but we can certainly have you on the show. Speaking of brawlers, segue, MJF brawler. Thoughts?
Yeah, it's cool. I'm not going to get it because it doesn't follow my rules of collecting. But
what are your rules again?
I only collect old school stuff. What I consider old school, at least old school for me.
Yeah,
which is really old because I'm old.
Same. Ryan, what are your thoughts on the MJF brawler?
I was telling someone today that I have not watched that pay-per-view match. I mean, I've seen him like that, so it doesn't like hit me, like, oh, that was amazing. I was watching it. So I don't know if watching the event would help. I'm still going to get it, of course. I'm not insanely thrilled. I like the poker chip. Double or Nothing's near and dear to my heart, having gone to 2 live. So, I mean, I'm getting it for sure.
Yeah, the poker chip is the only thing that might get me to buy it. It's a cool looking brawler. I might change my mind when I see it like made. But I don't know. For a bit that he only wore the mask for like on TV for maybe 3 minutes tops. I don't know. I'm conflicted, but I've also passed on a lot of brawlers lately.
Nobody said that it's not a Spaceman George brawler. I mean, it could very well be.
It could be, but Spaceman George is kind of a jerk lately.
Yeah. Well, so is MJ.
You glitched so hard on my hand, Brian. Did he glitch for you?
Yeah.
Nick, you just sounded like MJ. I passed on Wardlow and I passed on Brody. What? I don't know what you're saying. But yeah,
George is hacking in, cutting his feet off, I think. Nick,
it's God, that bastard George. Yeah, I don't know. I've passed on a lot of brawlers. I got the Acclaimed because obviously everybody loves the Acclaimed. But definitely passed on Brody King and Wardlow. Really for no other reason than I wasn't like super compelled to buy them. And then I forgot about them and then they were gone. So secondary market.
Yeah, that's true. They kind of fly by sometimes. The 2 weeks goes by fast. A fair amount of people miss out.
Yeah.
When you mentioned that, I haven't been as compelled. I mean, I'm a completist still, so I'm going for all of them. But Wardlow didn't insanely thrill me. I think it doesn't help being disconnected from viewing. Unfortunately, I'm still. My wife says I think only about wrestling all the time. Anytime on my phone, I'm supposedly wrestling, but it is always on my mind. Or I got little figure ideas. It's always wrestling related. But yeah, some of the brawlers, Brody. If I hadn't have met him and he was such a nice guy, if I wasn't a completist, I wouldn't have got it. But that helped. He's a swell guy. So
Is he as gigantic in person as I think he is?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a tall guy. We're about the same height, but yeah, he's like 2 of me for sure. He's a big dude.
I mean, you're all of 6'7" and 150 pounds.
I am gaining weight. Nick talked about being old. I've been weighing myself. I always say this is my motto to anyone, especially seems like women a lot of times. Like, I want to weigh this number. To me, and it's easy to say as a skinny guy, good metabolism. Currently, it's slowing down. But the number doesn't matter, you work out, you get muscle, it's going to weigh more, right, Tom? You work out. But no, my number's been going up. So I don't know. I got to cut down. And I haven't been eating gummy bears. I've been missing you guys. I have not eaten these off the air.
Really?
So I don't know what's going on. Anyway.
The dedication to the gummy bear bit is so strong.
Getting there.
So
pretty episode 100, maybe.
Is there expiration date to gummy bears?
Yes. Oh no.
When do they expire?
Maybe that should be it. October 18th, 2023.
No, you need to finish that bag like
you got a year.
End of the year.
I hear you. I was thinking the same thing. New Year's episode.
So
I'll blame my vomiting on the gummy bears. So I'll eat them one day past. Well, now they wouldn't be expired. Never mind.
Fair. My next thought on wrestling. Renee Paquette. I know you didn't watch, Ryan, but Renee Paquette is Renee Paquette. She sounds like she might be related to Gerald. She is all elite.
I saw someone jokingly say say that was Tony Khan's retaliation to the White Rabbit. Like, there you go, Tony. That'll that's pretty crazy. I didn't know if it was real. The picture I saw saying she's all elite. I don't know why I didn't believe it. Her husband works there. Like, totally sold out for the company. But that's, yeah. I think it's awesome. Actually, on that note, I remember the bunny. She was with AEW first, I believe. I don't know why I'm staring closer at you, Tom, just for the heck of it. I'm staring closer.
I did trim my beard, so you might just need a closer look. I got a nice shave, a little shape up.
Looking awesome. Tony Khan. No, anyway, I think, well, okay, with the podcast and stuff, work and suspenders and all these things have had me away from the podcast. Work takes up so much time in our days. So when wrestlers, all that traveling, when couples can work together, I think that's awesome. I'll do a lot for their relationship, I'm sure. Obviously, it can be bad working close together, but wrestling's so crazy, you're not going to be, you have your time apart.
Yeah, she's, from what it seems like, she's just in like a interview role. I mean, tonight she just introduced Christian Cage. He took the mic from her after like 30 seconds. He introduced Luchasaurus, and she was walking back out the tunnel. So it's just, I don't know. It was cool, but like, also, I like Renee. I think whatever she does, she'll have a great role in AEW. I listen to her podcast fairly often, and I think she's one of the better wrestling podcasts when she does interview wrestlers. But yeah, I don't know. I'd be curious to see where the role is. I don't know if I'd want her on commentary. I really want William Regal on commentary all the time. His love story with Excalibur is rivaling Kota Ibushi and Kenny Omega's love story. It is so much. But yeah, I don't know what else has gone on in wrestling since we recorded 2 days ago. Any thoughts on you guys? I did see, Nick, you shared that toy prototype.
Oh, I don't know if that is free to the world yet or not, but we can talk about it.
Fine, we won't talk about it. There's some toy coming out that I personally don't care about, but it looks cool as hell, that some people do care about. And then, speaking of toys, our best friend in the world, but not mine because I wasn't on the show when he was on the show.
Yes.
What's his name? Robert Ego Anthony. He has a new toy coming out. Ryan, can you talk about that a little?
Oh, gee. Okay. Yeah, he's got a phrase we don't always say: pint-sized all-stars, made by a different company, different crate. But I think that was really eye-opening. People could throw shade at the knockoff figures and this and that, but Ego's reason for getting the figure, he talked to Bark, and he works in the wrestling school with Pro Wrestling Tees. He's wrestles with Matt Nix, his promotion. So he's mixed with those guys. He was going to get a brawler, but the queue is so backed up. They're making all these brawlers, legends, new ones. It's increased as our ranking show. There are so many that he went a different route. He capitalized on his match with Mox a long time ago. Still wrestling, doing great things, but he's like, hey, now's my time to capitalize this, get a figure made. He had his first one made with the egotistical fantastico shredder type mask, but now we get the unmasked, doesn't say the beauty, the man, the chiseled face, and no gear, the muscles and all that stuff. So he's doing that figure, and what he said, all proceeds go to St. Jude's.
St. Jude's, yeah.
That is awesome. $20 gift. He's got chases thrown in there. 60 chases?
And those chases look cool. That gear is sweet. I think it's like green and purple or something. 60 chases. Different two colors.
Everybody. He's doing a direct sale of his new figure, and all the proceeds are going to go to St. Jude. They're $20 shipped. He has 100 commons that are in the AEW United Center gear, and he also has 40 chases. Chases will be randomly picked to put into orders. So if you DM Robert Anthony on any social media, I don't have his stuff in front of me, but it's Robert Ego Anthony, and then just wait until the script comes back on the screen again.
I don't see a script.
What? Yes, it's at Egos 1313 on Twitter. Robert Ego Anthony was his name.
Just shoot him a DM. Shoot him a DM. Order your toys.
You know,
and you'll be fine.
Tell him that okay, and then the chases we randomly picked and put into order. So after you DM, and I did 60 special 2-color autos and numbered for the boxes. So he's got 2-colored autographs with numbers numbered on the boxes, 1 through whatever. So there you go.
Yeah, the boxes. That's one thing Pint Size has done really right is their packaging is beautiful. I can't see it because I'm on an iPhone and I can only see the middle of your screens. Yeah, I think it's just such pretty packaging. The boxes are great. They display the brawler well. And that's one thing I think they did a really, really good job on. But if you are interested in purchasing one, like Nick said, order one from Robert Anthony, hit him up on the internet, join the Micro Brawler fan group on Facebook, and you can DM him through there. If you care about children at all and want to help fight childhood cancer, that money's going to St. Jude's. You can even not order the toy and donate to St. Jude's. That's a really cool thing to do. I have not met Robert Anthony, but the episode he was on with you guys, pre me being a regular fixture on the show, I only watched the show most of the time. And like when there were guests, if I didn't know them, I really didn't watch it at all. Because I'm like, I don't know this person. His I watched. He was really entertaining. He had that super vast toy collection, right? That was him?
Yep.
Yeah, so like he lives in Chicago, I think. He should just invite me and Harold over and we can tour his toys. Now that is $1 million idea.
Who knows? He might come on for another episode soon. There's a good possibility that might happen.
We can ask. All we can do is ask. I'm also, if anyone has any connections with Joey Janela, I really want him on the show lately. I decided that this week. Yep. Being from almost the same town in New Jersey, I want him on the show. And I just want to talk to him about things that you guys have no idea about.
I could spoil. Sorry, I was saying the pint size all-star box. I don't know how this appeared in my residence, but I do have the new one from the crate. I could spoil it.
Yeah, no one cares about spoilers for the crate.
Well, I'm glad that Dave's not here, because Dave would probably not like it.
What does that say?
Oh, George South.
Who the hell is George South?
George South does not like Dave.
He does not like Dave.
Is George South?
He was on NWA. He's like an old school guy. I know he was on NWA recently, or 2 years ago, ago. He's a tough old dude.
I wish we had.
I heard he told Dave off.
I think he told Dave off. I would tell Dave off. But, I would tell Dave off from a couple months ago, not recently. Dave's all right.
First person to do that.
Pretty cool, though. They do a lot of old school guys. It's not for everyone. I can never get my minifigure fix. I need more, so somehow.
Are you a completionist with those too?
Back when they did, that's a funny thing. Here's something I don't know if we've talked about or you guys did previous. They did their chases. Remember the all blue, the all gold.
Yeah.
Not too many people like those. I think for a little while I went, but then when they separated to a blue and a gold, and the prices they're going for, I was just like, nah. But it's funny to see these Pro Wrestling Tees prototype 101s. It's a solid color too. People were going nuts, whereas a fair amount of people talked crap about the all blue. I'm not a fan of the all colored one.
Why do you think people were going nuts over the Micro Brawler prototypes? They released 2 prototypes of the one color, Cardona and Myers. That's why people were going nuts. It was the major pod folks that were like, I want this.
I was happy. I mean, no, I like those guys. My interactions have been good. I know we're working like heck to get them on. Treadmill issues and things like that getting in the way of that happening. But when I saw it was theirs, I'm like, cool, I'm safe. I didn't want the butterscotch major wrestling ones, 101s. I don't know, but no one's going to be 101. If you count those, because it seems different people are getting them and they're going for crazy money. So it's kind of letting me not be as insane about it.
I don't count any of the 1-on-1s in the full count. Like the major ones, the Swoggle 1.5 up, and then the Goldrick Flair I didn't like. I love the Gold Okada. I didn't think the Gold Flair looked great. But like I can't count those in the complete thing because it's not something that's available for everyone to be able to get. Because everyone has the ability to get a chase, right? Like you sign up for the crate, you have an ability. If you don't, there's a bunch out there. So when there are 1-of-1s, I don't think that can be counted as a complete part of the complete series. Even the Wedding Brawlers, I'd count those in the series because they were somewhat mass produced and available. Even though I think Cardona just kept trying to mess with people and say, I only got 2 left, $10,000 each. I got 400 more left, guys, $50 each.
Someone hopped on that deal, I'm sure.
Yeah. But I think we could probably hit our top 3 now. I think we've been talking for a while. What do you guys think? I don't know how long this happens. Top 3 we were discussing, and I came up with the idea of top 3 brawlers that you want to have made, period. No stipulations, no category. They could see, I'm not Dave. I don't come up with the top 3s and put all these like caveats on it of no, only top 3 golden era wrestlers, only top 3 masked wrestlers, only top 3 NWA wrestlers. No, this is any wrestler. The only caveat is that they have to be in professional wrestling somehow. So they could be a manager or an employee, whatever. But I think top 3 wrestling related people that you'd like to see as a brawler, they could have a brawler out already and you just want it to be remade, which we should do for a future top 3, Dave. When you edit this, when we send it to you, hopefully you're not suspended enough to not edit, because none of us know how to do that but you. So hopefully the show gets edited. Dave, so if and when you see this, remember, top 3 remakes we'd like to see. I think we could probably go for I think, Nick, do you want to go first?
Sure. I'll go first. All right. Well, I'm gonna go with top 3 anybody in the whole world that's related to wrestling, huh? That makes it so much harder for me for some reason. I'm gonna go with everybody's favorite wrestler, Shane McMahon.
Obviously.
We're gonna go with everybody's favorite king and Spaceman George, because he's king of the world, so therefore he's king of wrestling.
What would he look like? What would it? I just want to.
Would it be George in the canoe screaming Lando?
Yeah, no, it would be. I would say Hogan would be the chase, but they don't do different molds, so we'll have regular like hospital blue mask George, and then the chase will be the all black mask George. Chase.
Excellent.
There we go. And then my final pick of anybody. Let's see. God, that's so broad. We'll go with don't know why. It could be anybody, yet I'm having so much trouble picking somebody. We'll go with another Shane McMahon. We'll do old man Shane McMahon, and we'll do young Shane McMahon.
Perfect. Ryan, what about you?
I can cut down Shane McMahon. I need to rewatch that match. King of the Ring, Angle, freaking belly to belly. That match was so. I want to show my wife the match to see how she reacts. Okay, I feel pretty well prepared. I agree with you, Tom, about talking about Dave and the stipulations, just like WrestleMania 12, crazy, ridiculous stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Similarly, I love the guy, our buddy Garrett Gamara does that Tuesday, top 3 Tuesday, or no, top 5. Sorry, 5's not enough. I'm just saying, I stay up way too late. I should be sleeping, and I'm looking, but it's that's all prepared me to now because I've spent a lot of time thinking about all these. I haven't been ranting and raving on it, but Gregory Iron. I don't know why I felt. I just had this thing about prom. Bad memories for me.
Yeah, it's probably like, I hope you're not just some dope that went with a girl wearing like a red dress to prom.
Never. Well, shoot, I did like the red and black. Oh no. But Gregory Iron, my mission, I've kind of slowed down on my mission and drive to get that done. But one day, Frank lied. Frank would be an admin. He was going to trade me. He was going to be, Greg, we made a deal. I should find the post. He was going to be brawler number 169. And Frank was going to take over the rights as admin, but it didn't happen. Okay, Gregory Iron, Shane Douglas. He's been a top want for me. ECW Shane. With the tassels, the black and the yellow, not when he threw the belt and when he's baby face. I like, man, that ponytail, that beard, the cast. I love that look. The third one is a bit harder. I'm going to go. Dang it! It's crazy. My top wants have been made. Okay, Ahmed Johnson. Never mind. Ahmed Johnson.
Ahmed Johnson, knee braces and all.
Yes, I love it. And if they could only alter the chase a little bit with those Jared Daisy Dukes, that would be an amazing chase.
I can go my general, Bailey and Doink route. And Liger, but I feel like I do those all the time, so I'm gonna switch it up. I would love for a Yokozuna brawler to be made. I think that would be interesting with how they create the mold of, is he wide? Is he thick? Is he both? It would be an interesting mold. So I would say Yokozuna.
They haven't really, I don't mean to cut you off, but I don't think they've really done a fat brawler very well.
King Kong Bundy, yeah, exactly. It's not.
I mean, even Andre's not showing his weight. Vader doesn't show his weight at all. But on the lines of Vader, I'm gonna say Bam Bam Bigelow.
Yes,
I think Bam Bam would be a really good-looking brawler. And then I don't know if we just talked about maybe it happening or we thought it was going to happen. I wouldn't mind seeing a sensational Sherry brawler.
That would be cool.
That would be a fun-looking brawler, and I think it would be cool to have displayed next to the Luna Vachon.
I'm down for all those.
So I guess since Dave's suspended, I get to do the wrap-up. Alrighty, friends, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell us your top 3 wrestler brawlers that you would love to see being made. Join the Micro Brawler fan group on Facebook. You can join our Patreon, www.patreon.com/The Wrestling Nerd Broadcast, or WNRDB. I think it's WNRDB. You can join our Instagram, our Twitter, our Facebook. Just search up The Wrestling Nerd Broadcast. That is nerd spelled NRD for no one, Ryan and Dave. Sorry, Nick. I for some reason thought Dave was the N. Nick, Ryan, and Doofus. you can subscribe to our Patreon. We've got a group chat. It's really fun. It goes on and on and on and on and on, sometimes more than others. We're sponsoring the Old Wrestling Show on the 29th in Detroit, Michigan, and I will be there. And I think Gregory Iron's friend, Buster Buckaroo, will be there. So maybe I get to meet Ryan's friend. Good old friend of the show, Marion Fontaine, will be there, and I will see him. And I'm bringing Harold. So if you go to that show in Detroit and want to meet Harold, let me know. Don't forget, mark your calendars. First Saturday in November, Margaret Canning's getting married. Yay! Find her wedding registry on the internet. Buy her some gifts. I think her fiance's name is Steve, but I'm there to celebrate Margaret. Sorry, Steve. So yeah, on behalf of Nick, Ryan, and the suspended Dave, I'm Tom. I say hi, and just like Duran Duran says, it was a rock lobster.
God bless America.
See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya.